Gordo. I don't know what language that is, but
Spaniel.
I don't think that's a dog. That's not a spaniel.
Hey everybody.
Yeah. Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay,
we're
cool.
going.
I was recording. I just wanted to make sure that you were recording.
Yeah. Are you recording?
Yes, I'm Andrew and I'm recording.
And I'm Drew and I'm also recording, but I'm
Cool.
doing it twice.
Well, that's perfect.
Because I don't trust you
Wow.
to record properly.
I'm looking right at it like it is
Yeah.
recording.
It sure is. With
Yeah,
the right
it
microphone
is.
and everything.
Yes.
Look at you.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm learning.
Look at you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so.
Okay. Yeah. Let's jump into it. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. It already once. There's not really a lot we need to figure this out, man.
We do.
It's just a little too loose in the beginning and the end.
Probably.
We pull it together in the middle, but
Need a little more structure.
no, maybe. Maybe.
Well, okay. Let's practice. Let's take like a minute and practice.
Mm-hmm.
What do we want to do in the beginning of our episodes from now on? So do we want to talk about what our last episode was, and everyone should go check it out?
No.
No. Okay.
Lame.
Okay. Then what is it we're missing? What is it you want?
We need a thing to open on.
Okay. Do you want those funny, short summaries about what we're going to be like today, what our thumbnails are, but basically, no?
We're not. No, because that means we'd have to put that at the end, and then I'd have to cut it out and put it at the beginning because we don't know what we're going to talk about today.
That's true. Well, shit, man, I don't know what you want.
Me either. I have better ideas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we tried. We'll do better next week. Anyway, I come prepared with topics today.
Hit me.
Because
I'm so ready to absorb your topics into my brain, jostle them around in there, spit them back out with my mouth hole.
That's all I want. I'm the ingredients, and you're the oven, and the blender, and the whisk.
I was about to say, the blender is more what I described, but I guess the oven can also mix shit around if it's...
I want a fully baked outcome. I want a completed item of my ideas.
It's like an oven mixed with a washing machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a clean pie. I want a clean pie. So anyway, I thought it was kind of cool that lately we've been discussing things that are kind of relevant to the current time, with our Snyder review and our Kong versus Godzilla. And this will technically come out a couple weeks from now. But this upcoming week will be the finale of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
So I have some Falcon and the Winter Soldier related questions.
Cool. I haven't seen it.
I'm not going to spoil the show. Not going to get into that at all. But it's related to that idea. I broke out my Captain America hoodie, and I'm wearing it. It's nice and toasty.
I'll hold my Captain Falcon amiibo.
I guess that kind of counts.
That totally counts.
That technically counts. So Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We have weeks ago discussed Falcon's wingsuit versus Vulture's wingsuit. So we're not going to talk about Falcon at all. What I want to know is if you were given the choice. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm already off base. We're going to get into the Super Soldier Serum first, which is, big thing in the MCU. Just below some Iron Man drama and the Infinity Stones. It's the Super Soldier Serum thing. That's everywhere. That's how we got half of our characters, essentially. So, how much do you recall or know about the way the Super Soldier Serum works?
As far as the actual chemistry and what it does, not a lot.
Not all that, but how the scientist says that everything about the person is enhanced. So good becomes great, bad becomes worse, all that good stuff.
Yes, I do remember that.
Okay, so if you were offered the Super Soldier Serum, would you take it? Do you think that you as a person would still be a good person or not a crazy person? Or what do you think you would be enhanced to the top potential?
Yeah, so what's the extreme version of neutral?
See, I don't know. Maybe that's the thing.
Would I become completely indifferent?
Or do you think the little parts of you that
would overcome that?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Because we see in lots of instances the people who have like more aggressive or bad things on the inside that they ignore, those become stronger. And I've wondered in my instance if I would do it, because like, you know me, I'm not a violent person. I'm not like, I kind of fit into where Steve Rogers was before, and the scientist says like a weak man may who has never known power may value it, whereas a strong person may lose respect for that power. And I feel like I probably fit into that, but I also don't know, because I don't know. I feel like I'm a very bitter and spiteful person, and I don't know if I'd want that enhanced to its absolute peak. And so I hesitate, even though I would love to have that edge. I'd love to be that person. I'd love to wonder if I was good enough to be in that Steve Rogers, spot. Right. But I don't know. And I wonder if the hesitation of if that's a good sign or not. But I don't want to be patting myself on the back, of course. But like, I feel like the people who would like, yes, absolutely, give it to me, I feel like that's already a sign that maybe you shouldn't have it. But then the people who wonder, is that a sign that maybe you'd be okay because you're not power hungry? So I explain kind of my spot. I want you to continue your views on this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm a very like passive, very peaceful kind of guy. I try to be super nice, and I'm never really like I never really have mean tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of joking, of course. I'm a big old goofy jokester. But I still don't know if I would like, just like you said, maybe there's something in me that's just a little too bad that I wouldn't want to be enhanced.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the trade-off of like, if 90% of me is fantastic and 10% is awful, I wouldn't want to take it because of that 10%.
Right.
It's the cookie jar full of cookies. One of them's poison, the rest aren't. You're not going to trust any of them.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's where I would stand. That being said, if aliens were like flying in through a portal in New York and somebody said, hey, you can help if you jab this shot in your leg and then suffer for like 3.5 seconds while we bake you, then that might be a different story.
That's a good point. It is. Yeah. I do think it is situational based, which is kind of something they've explored with John Walker's character in the show. And they have kind of removed a lot of the kinks as it is. So like, it's interesting. If so, like the serum that Steve Rogers takes back in the day versus the serum that our John Walker has now taken, and some of the other characters in the show, it no longer changes you physically on the outside. So like, if I took the one that Steve Rogers took, I'd probably grow to whatever my peak physicalness could. Yeah, like I'd be muscly and actually, worth the crap. But if I took the one that they have now improved upon, I actually would not change visually at all. I'd be all strong on the inside, which I think is kind of neat. I don't know which one I'd prefer actually, because
that's like the Bruce Lee thing.
Yeah.
Where like Bruce Lee was like crazy, crazy, crazy strong, but he looked like a skinny old dude.
Oh, okay. I think it would strongly depend. I think we could actually get a little more funny with this though, and thinking, I'm already really into movies. And I really like cheesecake.
Ooh.
What is that enhanced? Would the smart parts of me develop so far to be like, you don't need cheesecake, that's ridiculous, move past that? Or would the parts of me that love it so much be like, this is the begin all end all food. This is the food. I don't understand why the rest of you don't love this food.
Right. Your mega brain would also realize like, sure, it's not healthy, but also you're a superhuman, and you have the metabolism of like a fucking silverback gorilla.
Right.
And you can just nom down some cheesecake with no repercussions. It may be your only meal.
See, but looking at examples we have from the show, and the movies by extension, I feel like it's very possible that it won't cause detrimental effects to you unless you are low key already messed up. Because
Sure.
they talk about how the serum doesn't have a great track record, but we have, and I guess I've already kind of spoiled the show, but other little mild spoilers, I guess. We have Steve Rogers, Bucky Barnes, Isaiah Bradley, and then in the What If show we're gonna have Peggy Carter and a handful of others. Like the Flag Smashers in the show, they have all taken it, and none of them are really psychopaths.
Yeah.
Like I mean, they're more themselves than they were. They're more driven. They're more
Right.
dedicated to their beliefs, but they are not monsters like what John Walker has become and what
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what the Red Skull became. So I feel like you and I might be okay if we
Right.
took it.
I think a good like parallel to this is the tributes from District 1 and 2
Mm-hmm.
where it's like people who were told you're going to be the superhero, you're going to have the serum, and then they're like they spend their life or maybe even just a couple years training up before that.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get the idea in their head of like, "Oh, I'm hot shit. Ooh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the guy." Which
Mm-hmm.
brings in this like even if it's like subconscious, it brings in the idea of I'm better than everyone, which is enhanced by the serum. That's a big old no-go.
Right. Okay, then I'd be about 70%. Okay, I'll say maybe 80% confident that I'd be all right with
Mm-hmm.
the super soldier serum. I will never believe though that I'd be worthy of the hammer like Steve Rogers was.
Oh yeah, no,
Not even
same.
close. Not even remotely close.
No,
Not even gonna get into that.
right.
Um,
Yeah,
it'd be funny if you took it though and it enhanced all of you so much to the point where like you're this big buff dude who just lays on the floor and listens to music all day. Like
uh-huh.
it enhances those parts of you.
I think that I would be okay. I wouldn't be evil. I know that. I wouldn't, even if I was more like intense or more angry or whatever, I wouldn't ever get to the point of I'm gonna go take over the world or I'm gonna go rob a bank with my muscles.
Right.
I think I'd be okay. I also don't think I would want to take the serum
Yeah,
unless
I don't know.
needed. Unless like that alien situation where it's like, hey, turns out you're the only person in the world that could take this serum. You gonna do it or not to save the world? And be like, yeah, I suppose I should.
Hmm.
That's the only time I really would.
I think especially it does depend on a lot of stuff. If I knew I could do good and I could help people, and I'd maybe eventually get like a cool superhero suit. You know how I feel about those superhero suits. Um, I think I'd be more into it, but it would depend on where I'm getting it. So I think
Hmm.
on the industries that give you superpowers, not the accidents or the cosmic anomalies or the building of yourself. That on one end of the spectrum you have the government, like the up and up government, which you are inherently already a tool in possibly both ways. And then on the far end of the other spectrum you have Deadpool, which is the creepy in the background back alley experimenting on you until you
Yeah,
get powers kind of stuff.
the Russian doctor who
Right.
isn't really a doctor.
Exactly. So I don't know. I would not want to be. I would not want to be a part of either of those situations. I don't want to fight for an institution or a system like those. And I
Yeah.
definitely don't want to be. I don't want to be in Deadpool situation. So I don't know. It's an interesting ponder. But then that brings me to my second one.
Hmm.
If you had, um,
One shot,
well,
one opportunity.
not that. If you had like the classic shield's amount of vibranium, but it's not in the shield form yet, what would you want to make with it? Like a chest
Yeah.
piece, gauntlets, a sword, a spear, a shield, a different kind of shield? Like what would you build with that shield amount of vibranium?
Sure. I truly, truly believe that the rounded shield that he has
Mm-hmm.
is the best thing you can do with it. Because
Really?
it's yeah, it's a full, like, it's huge. It covers the full, like, if he's holding it up, it's chin to, like, to thighs kind of a size,
Mm-hmm.
which is big. A chest piece you can put on, and it'll protect you, and that'll be super good at protecting you, but you can't protect anybody else with it.
That's true.
A
That's
shield you
true.
can throw in front of somebody else. As far as a weapon goes, making it round like that and the way that it's strapped on, you can box with it and do some crazy nutso damage. Because it acts as like, since it's strapped to your arm, but the edge of the shield comes out past your fist, you could punch with it and just be fine, while also keeping your body completely protected from one side. Worst case scenario, you're dead, right? You're dying, you're going down. A shield like that is super easy to learn how to use. You just keep yourself behind it, so you can throw it to the next person, somebody who needs it, toss it over to them, and then they're going to be protected. Whereas like a chess piece, you'd have to take it off, or a sword has no protection. It's just a combat thing, and somebody who's not trained wouldn't be able to use it. I truly think that the rounded shield is the best use for that much.
All right, that's a good point. I had not thought that far through. I was trying to think of ways to make it like thinner, but make a full body armor. I wonder if it would still be bulletproof because it's vibranium.
Yeah, but... I don't know. I mean, vibranium's kind of that weird like god metal, where no one really knows how thick it needs to be to do certain things. Like, especially in context of the movies, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Cap's shield would have worked just fine if it was a tenth of the thickness. But since they didn't know that, they went ahead and made it to like steel standards. And who knows? Maybe you could stretch out that amount and make a full set of armor that's bulletproof. No way to tell.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so I think my final question in this super soldier based on the Marvel gangs questions. All of it works perfectly, but you can only have one. Cap's shield, a super soldier serum, or Bucky's arm, but you'd lose whatever arm you picked.
Of course. I still gotta go with the shield.
Really? Out of all three?
Yeah, I mean, the shield is first off, it's the least commitment.
It's true.
It's something you can take and also have a normal life with afterwards. Being vibranium, it's super light, super strong, meaning I wouldn't need to be a super buff dude to wield it. And also being vibranium, it like when it takes an impact, all of the energy is dispersed outwards, meaning I don't have to be super strong to hold back blows. I can just throw it back or throw it in front of my face.
Good point.
And it doesn't fuck with my genetics and my my body type and everything. I get to keep both arms. When I retire, it's a really nice display piece where the arm is kind of just a part of your body at that point.
That's true. That's true.
And if you had the arm without the serum, there's some weirdness there.
That'd be a little weird. All right, we'll say you get the serum either way.
Okay. Still probably the shield. I like my arms.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. He does a lot of cool crap with that arm, but I wonder. I feel in my case, I could more quickly and more easily learn how to fight with my own arm than learn all the tricks of bouncing the shield off of stuff. I feel like I'd be the person to throw it and lose it in a pond, or it gets stuck up in a tree that I can't reach, or it lands on a truck as it's driving. Like, it's an art form, throwing that thing.
Yeah, but I mean...
And I like having things close to me. So if I had an arm that I could then just fight with, and it's like even stronger than the rest of me, part of me thinks I'd prefer that, but it's definitely cooler to have the shield.
Yeah, it's not easy to relearn how to use an arm.
That's
after
true.
You've gotten... Even, like, choosing to, if you've gotten rid of it. Assuming, like, a surgery can attach the arm, flawlessly, and it feels like it's your own arm, I still wouldn't take it. Because there's no, like, nerves or anything. Which means you couldn't feel where your arm is. It's kind of just a ghost limb that you're sending brain signals to, and don't have any, like... Outside of, like... If something hits it, you can feel it in your shoulder, because that's the last flesh you have left, and, like, the sound. But you hear, like, bing, bing, grab, and you go, oh, something's happening to my arm, and by the time you look, you're already, like, grabbed by a giant robot who's pulling you around.
I suppose that's true. I thought they loosely implied in the movies, though, that Bucky does have feeling in that arm. Like, it's supposed to be super advanced because he goes to pick up fruit and tests how squishy it is with his metal arm. And even if that one doesn't, I would make the argument that the Wakandan one definitely does because of how ridiculously advanced they are.
Okay. Yeah, then if that's fixed, it's a little bit closer, but still, like, another thing you got to think about. Another thing you got to think about is if you get in a situation where you're against Magnet Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he, boom, turns his magnet on, you can let go of the shield.
True.
You can't let go of your arm. You're going with it.
I don't think either of those are affected by magnets, though, because it's vibranium.
Yeah, but it's Magnet Man. He has a vibranium magnet.
Oh, okay. I guess you never know what you're going to face in those superhero days.
If we're talking more like what actually happens in comics, you have like a giant monster that bites down on like the shield or bites down on the arm. You can let go of the shield and leave it in the monster's mouth. Your arm, you just kind of got to ride it out and see what happens.
That's true. I think you've swayed me. I think I'd rather have the shield.
Yeah. That's because it's the correct answer.
Well, all right. What would you put on the shield? I'm assuming neither of us would be taking up a Captain America role. So like if you
No.
You've got you're all crazy enhanced, no issues on the inside. You just peak physical condition and you're never going to lose it. Can't get drunk, all that good stuff. And you've got a vibranium shield. You're in a low-key world of superheroes. You know, we don't have to really worry about titans and crazy cosmic events. We're more of the grounded superhero era. What are you doing?
Like the first half of the MCU.
Yeah. Like, you know, maybe there's a tech guy out there, and maybe there's some sort of god dude, and like you're not a part of a team. There's no team yet, but somebody gave you the shield or passed down a mantle of some sort. They've given you this thing, but then they all die or whatever. Maybe they had plans for you, but they're gone. So like, what's your gimmick? What are you putting on the shield? What are you doing? What's your thing?
Huh. That's a very good question. Because I've always thought, like, watching the first Avenger, that, like, plain silver shield looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I'd kind of thought in situations like that, where maybe even with my nerdiness, but if I'm not a nerd, I'd wondered if I'd kind of go after what Power Girl did, or they gave her this explanation as to why she has a gaping hole in her shirt. But wait for the people to give you a symbol or a name or something. Like, I go into it completely blank slate, and whatever I become, that's what I become, and then I earn or I obtain my symbol in my journeys. I don't actually have the time to sit back like Spider-Man and design a suit with the webs and the logos and the eyes and the gimmick. Like, I just go in with my mission and my equipment, and I do what I do. And then if someone is like, that's the Defender or the Night Stalker, I prefer not that one, but like whatever it is, maybe it became the most prominent name. That's maybe what I would take on. But that's kind of what I thought about it, because I do like how the silver one looks.
I think what could look cool as like just a simple, easy, like no commitment kind of a symbol, just to give it something to look at, is a just like a single peak chevron, like the Spartan shields used to have. Just do that, either painted or with like an actual inlay of extra vibranium. That's like to give it the texture, make it a very like a silver modern Spartan shield would be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, because it's sort of like that. When you think of a round shield in history, that's the one you think of, is the Spartan with the like helmet with the plume and the spear and big cape, very 300 style. So if you do that chevron, it's very much. That's what it's made for, is kind of like, we've seen it work in the past, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay, not bad.
Yeah.
All right, do you have any questions for me tonight?
Right, yeah. I came up with it, you dude. the preparation was intense.
Oh yeah, really?
I got gas, I got a Frosty, I got some fries, and I thought of this question. How long have we been recording?
30
About
minutes.
half an hour?
Yeah.
So then about 40 minutes ago.
Perfect. We're not sponsored by Wendy's, by the way, though we wouldn't mind if we were.
Bro, please. I know we're not big. I know it's going to be a while before we're big enough for Wendy's to even
we have like
notice.
4 not us subscribers, and we are not sponsored by anybody but Wendy's.
Yeah,
we are
for
fans.
Real. Like, if for some reason Wendy herself is listening to this, let's converse. Anyway, heading out of the driveway. This kind of does tie into what you were talking about earlier.
We were in sync today.
Yeah. In all of superhero stuff, sci-fi stuff, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
In a fight, we'll say in a fight, who would win of everyone with the title Doctor?
Oh Lord! So I don't know if we have this kind of time.
You've got
Dr. Octopus. We don't even know all of them. Let's be real.
Sure.
We don't even know all of them.
Totally. Absolutely. But I thought about it like, who's the strongest doctor?
I think we both know I think we both know the answer, though.
And who are you going to say?
I mean, if we're including all of them,
mm-hmm.
I think it's going to end with Dr. Manhattan. But Doctor Strange, I think, would absolutely put up a fight. Depends.
What about Doctor Who?
We're including Doctor Who? I thought we were
any doctor.
Oh,
any doctor in fiction.
Okay. I'm not well versed in Doctor Who, and I don't want to mm-hmm. hate on Doctor Who. It just seems like he relies a lot on his know-all, his intellect and such, and or her such, whatever. I don't know where we are right now. I think right now Doctor Who's a lady. Dope, right on. But I have not seen a whole lot of that version. But she relies a lot on situations, her knowledge, her edge over other antagonists, and I think the TARDIS. And I don't know. Dr. Manhattan just walks up and he can disintegrate them. I don't know what Doctor Who would have against that.
But that's the thing. First off, I don't know if Doctor Who can die. Like you said, I don't really know a whole lot about it.
I know that point.
Doctor Who has like a reincarnation cycle, so I don't know if Doctor Who is killed, if that's broken. I don't know anything about it. But Doctor Who does have a straight up time machine
mm-hmm.
that can go back to before somebody was powerful and stop them or whatever.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But if we, depending on how time works, especially in the timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly stuff of the Doctor Who world, would that stop him, or would that stop just another version of him? I don't know how often Doctor Who invests in the multiverse, but the comics do. And I wonder if Doctor Who from another universe could just pop in and then stop Doctor Who from ever doing that. He could go back to the universe in which Doctor Who didn't have a TARDIS yet or whatever, before the Time Lords went extinct or whatever it is they did. So I don't know. And then I don't know the extent of Doctor Strange's abilities, honestly, because I don't know how well Dr. Manhattan can interject in or manipulate magic. And by extension, I don't know a whole lot about how Dr. Fate can either. I know that recently
Dr. Fate. I forgot about Dr. Fate.
Right? I know that recently being like the last 5 years, they have written a story in which Dr. Manhattan and Superman kind of threw hands in some capacity. I didn't read it. I want to. But I don't know how many other DC characters Dr. Manhattan has interacted with. And Dr. Fate is like the know-all sorcerer in the DC universe, but he's also connected to like an Egyptian god. And then Doctor Strange is his own version of crazy, powerful super magic. But then Scarlet Witch is supposedly more powerful than Doctor Strange.
But that's not a doctor.
Right, I'm just saying, thinking of characters that I think Dr. Manhattan could still take out. I feel like Dr. Manhattan could take out Scarlet Witch, depending on the extent of her power. So if he could take out her, I would imagine he could take out Doctor Strange. I do not know about Dr. Fate. I'm still settled, though, not in like a loose comfort that it would be Dr. Manhattan. Unless someone comes up with some sort of crazy, perfect, whole ass movie's worth of prep and planning and missions of taking him down. If we're talking like in a fight, I'd still say Dr. Manhattan. But if everyone is notified, like, look, you're all like John Wick, you've all been notified. You got to take out all these other doctors. Doctor Who might have an edge because of the range of his resources and the range of the things he can do and go back and forth from. Dr. Octopus is dead. What are some doctors we know for sure aren't making it? We have like
Dr. Jekyll.
Dr. Jekyll is definitely out. Dr. Frankenstein, he's out.
Yeah.
Dr.
Robotnik.
Dr. Robot. Oh, please. Dr. Octopus could take him out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Doctor. What's okay? How picky are you on Doctor? Because
as long as they have Doctor in the title.
In the title, it can't just be someone who is a doctor. Because technically, Tony Stark is a doctor.
Nope, it has to be Doctor something.
All right, what about Dr. Banner? Does he get the Hulk thing, or is it only Dr. Banner?
That would just be the intellect side of that duo.
Okay, what about Smart Hulk?
That's not Dr. Hulk.
But it's Dr. Banner in Hulk's body.
Yeah, but it's not. It's what do they call him?
They call him Smart Hulk or Professor Hulk.
Professor Hulk, that's it. That's not Dr. Hulk.
I think we're getting a little picky in that case, but I'll let it go. Okay.
The rules were set from the beginning.
Okay, fine. So what about Dr. House? He come in and just beat everyone with his cane, pop a Vicodin, and move on.
Yeah, he'd be fine.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it comes down to Dr. Manhattan.
How about really Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Manhattan is drinking a Dr. Pepper while stepping on everybody else.
Okay. So it's like a tag team then?
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Okay. Dr. Manhattan runs on Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, if you want to talk, we're here. Anyway.
Is that what this is going to be?
No. Maybe.
You can find our email.
Our social medias will be at the end. You can contact us. Did you have an answer in mind, or was Doctor Who your go-to?
No. What made me think of this? I was listening to another podcast, and somebody said, they should go pick up Dr. Lightning, which is like an off-brand Dr. Pepper, and then be prescribed the best night of their life. And I was like, oh, cool. I wonder what other doctors could beat Dr. Pepper. And then here we are.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we're forgetting another big one.
Yeah, I feel like there's a big one too.
Doctor Who, Dr. Manhattan, Doctor Strange, Dr. Fate.
Dr. Phil.
Oh, you know Dr. Phil's going to come in and tell everyone about themselves.
That mustache is going to take over the planet.
Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz
is going to tell everyone about the latest health supplement and how Dr. Manhattan could lose weight. He's going to look at himself and go like, where?
Dr. Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood. Is that a real doctor?
No, but it's a song from Guns N' Roses.
Oh, okay. Doctor...
I'm the one they call Dr. Feelgood. I'm the one that makes you feel all right. I'm the one they call Dr. Feelgood. I don't remember the next line. Something out of sight. I don't know. It was the 80s. It was weird.
Fair enough. But Dr. McCoy.
Dr. Love?
That's
a song from Kiss, right?
I have no idea. You're the music one in this duo. Doesn't Batman have a couple of doctors? I mean, a lot of them are doctors, but like part of the name. Dr. Scarecrow, Dr. Firefly.
Yeah, Calling Dr. Love. Sorry. Calling Dr. Love is from Kiss. Look at me.
Well done.
I got my music going.
Dr. Killer Croc, Dr. Harley Quinn. Hey, Harley Quinn is a doctor.
Actually,
Dr. Harleen Quinzel. She's a doctor. She'd be a part of this.
I'm going to count that one.
She'd be a part of this showdown. But then Professor Xavier is not. He's not a doctor. He's a professor. Nope. Doctor.
He probably is a PhD, but
probably.
Sorry, buddy. You got to fix your name. It's got to not sound weird.
Right. I still feel
like
Dr.
Xavier.
Yeah, no. Still feel like we're forgetting another big one.
Dr. Stretchy Arms?
Dr. Richards? I think they do call him that, Dr. Richards. But I don't know if that's not like that's his professional title, but you could argue a lot of them have that professional title.
Right. It's not his like superhero title.
Right, because I think eventually Spider-Man does get his doctorate. I think in some versions for sure he has to.
Totally. Yeah. Dude's brilliant.
Doctor. Is that what about the Good Doctor, played by that same kid who was in the Spiderwick Chronicles?
That was him? I guess it was.
Isn't that him? That's him, right?
Yeah, it's totally him.
Yeah, I've not seen a lot of that show, but every time I see the previews, I'm like, that's the kid from Spiderwick Chronicles, who's not actually a twin, but it took me a long time to realize in that movie he is playing two characters.
I didn't put that together.
No, I thought
not the characters thing, the doctor,
right?
Him being the Good Doctor.
Yeah, he's also Charlie in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
The kid's more prominent than I thought.
He's got some range.
He's everywhere.
It took me a long time to realize he's not the same kid in James and the Giant Peach, which I should have realized because that's an older movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's all over the place. So he's a part of it because he's the Good Doctor. Doctor. Yeah, I don't know. Dr. Octopus. Isn't there another one? Another Spider-Man one that has Doctor in it? Vulture, Scorpion, Kraven, Mysterio, Green Goblin, Kingpin, Shocker, Hydro Man, Mysterio, the other Hobgoblin. Crap, I guess there's not. What, Static Shock he's got? Hot Streak.
Oh, Dr. Animo.
That's
what I was thinking.
Dr. Animo. I can't believe I didn't think of Dr. Animo. I love Dr. Animo. Okay, I don't know if you've realized this, because it's probably nothing that you've ever thought about.
Sure.
But, so, in our up until Omniverse classic Ben 10 timeline, it's a big deal when Ben gets the Ultimatrix, which is the next stage of what the creator Asmith wanted to make, which was it could evolve the aliens into their ultimate potential. And that's like crazy, out there, stupid cosmic technology. And that exact thing is what Dr. Animo made in the second episode of Ben 10, except for animals. That's essentially what he made, was a chest-worn Ultimatrix for animals. Because he says exactly what that it evolves them to their ultimate potential. And I find that wild.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean...
I don't think he could beat Dr. Manhattan, though.
Oh, no, I don't think so. He got beat by a 10-year-old, like...
several times.
Yeah. I think that does it for the doctors, though.
Yeah.
So, I think I agree, though. Dr. Manhattan's kind of the one. Unless there's some, like, power spike that Doctor Who has that we don't know about, because we're not fans of that.
Yeah, if anyone ever watches this and can argue, go ahead. Now, can I raise you the same question? But... captains.
Ooh.
We have many Captain Marvels, honestly.
Yes,
several,
yes.
at least 20. But we'll manage maybe the 3 or 4. And then we have a couple of Captain Americas.
Right.
We have Captain... I was just thinking of others. I swear there's more.
Kirk.
Captain Kirk. Captain Blackbeard. Captain Jack Sparrow. Captain Picard. Captain... Isn't there another superhero? Captain something? Like a riff or like a parody? Captain... I swear there is. There's another Captain.
I mean, there's the Captain Americas from other nations. I don't know if any of those have Captain.
There's Captain Britain.
Yeah.
There's 2 Captain Britons technically. We have our dude one, and then our alternate universe Peggy Carter Captain Britain. But I swear there's a Mr. Incredible, Mr. Fantastic. There's a captain in another franchise. Crap. I literally just had it, which is why I wanted to bring up the question, and I can't remember what it is.
I don't
It's not
know
Captain
either.
Obvious. Captain...
Though Captain Obvious is a character.
in something.
Yeah, in the Trivago commercials. Is it Trivago?
Maybe.
I don't remember.
All
There's a
right.
set of commercials that he's in where he counts.
Okay.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch, Captain Obvious, Captain Crunch, definitely a part of this.
Uh-huh. Captain Rex.
Captain Rex, what's that from?
Clone Wars.
Oh, yeah.
He's a captain, right? Because Cody's a commander, he's a captain. That's how it works. Yeah, he's captain. He gets promoted at some point, but...
Captain Planet.
Oh, yes.
That's a good one. He's got some powers. All right, so yeah, we've got several Captain Americas. We have Captain... Oh, this is... I can't believe I forgot this. Flash's villains. Captain Boomerang. Captain Cold.
Yeah, Captain Cold. I was thinking of that one too.
And then
okay.
Captain Phasma and Captain Rex. And there's a Captain Universe.
Oh,
that's kind of dope. I don't know anything about that person. So yeah. Oh, Captain Atom. Forgot about that one as well. DC Comics.
Of course, Captain Atom.
He's dope. He's like a crazy atomic superpowered dude.
Yeah, of course, Captain Atom.
All right, of all these dudes, I don't know anything about Universe, so I might ignore him.
Dudes and ladies.
Well, yes, of course, dudes and ladies. Well, I like to
we
call
have
everyone.
The Captain Marvels in there.
I like to call everyone a dude. But they're not including DC Comics Shazam, who was, of course, at one point a Captain Marvel. I'm going to include that because he was Captain Marvel first. With the others, I would say it would come down to Captain Atom, DC's Shazam, Captain Marvel, and then definitely one of Marvel's top tier super cosmic Captain Marvels.
Yeah, I was gonna go off of the Captain Marvel, the Marvel from the get go.
Yeah.
But then you said Captain Atom, and now I don't know.
Yeah, he was used to destroy the world in the Flashpoint universe, so he's loaded. It might come down to him, though. In the Justice League Unlimited show, if they damage his suit, he could explode and then he's gone. So right. I don't know. Maybe it does come down to Captain Marvel, but I don't know what kind of edge Captain Marvel, either like the Space Captain Marvel, has on Magic Captain Marvel with the power of the gods.
Yeah. Well, I think that it's pretty well established in Marvel's power set that magic and cosmic and like sciencey powers are all on the same playing field.
That's fair, I suppose.
Because we can see that Captain Marvel is along the same strength as Thor.
Mm-hmm.
In some respects, where her powers are scientific and Thor's are magical. So I think that takes, there's a little bit less power in magic in Marvel than there is in DC, and a little bit more power in like other things in the sciencey cosmic-y stuff in Marvel than DC. So I like crossing the line is always a trouble because I don't know how maybe it's just that DC's magic is stronger or something, so...
I suppose that's a good point. Maybe they just illustrate it a little more differently. Because, right. I mean, at this point in the movies, we've explored almost all the angles. But the cartoons, as far as I know, they don't delve into the magic characters a whole lot. Mm-hmm. Whereas DC spends a lot of time exploring all the angles in the cartoons. DC, I think, is unparalleled when it comes to their animated stuff.
Right.
So yeah,
is there a captain in Teen Titans?
Captain. It's Bumblebee, Cyborg, Robin, Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy, Cyborg. Those two little Speedy guys. Speedy, Red Arrow.
Oh fuck, Captain Falcon.
Oh yeah, you got him right there.
He's right here. I just put him back on my shelf.
Captain Falcon.
Captain Hook.
Captain Hook. Forgot about Captain Hook. You know he's gonna win. He's gonna come up to everyone with Smee by his side, assuming his ship can still fly. Like, Captain Hook.
Tick tock.
Okay, I was being silly thinking of the cartoon, but honestly,
yeah,
the Captain Hook, played by, I don't remember his name, the guy who plays Lucius Malfoy in the Harry Potter movies. He plays Captain Hook in one of the live action versions, and that version was terrifying. He was a really good Captain Hook, and he was intimidating as hell.
When did he do that?
I don't remember what version. It was like early 2000s, late 90s, live action Peter Pan movie. and like he plays Captain Hook, and there's great scenes with him like without the hook. We see his hand all messed up, and he is creepy. He is so good as Captain Hook. I love that version. Love that movie.
Yeah, that's not a role I would like pin him with.
Right?
Hell yeah, good for him.
And like many versions or many implications in the story, he plays the father of the Darlings as well. So he does very well. I did not notice that as a kid because of how well he plays those roles. But if we put the Captain Hooks up against each other, we're getting into subcategories.
Captain Moby Dick, Captain
Ahab.
Yeah, him or Hook? Who do you got?
Oh, Ahab is so driven, and Hook's just a coward. But he's driven to kill Peter.
Yeah, I think those are like the closest ones that we can actually.
Right. I'm thinking out in the ocean, on their boats.
Yep.
Thor, the guy, or Chris Hemsworth's Ahab. Didn't he play Ahab in a Moby Dick movie recently with Tom Hiddleston? Not Tom Hiddleston, Tom Holland, like several years ago. I'm pretty sure he did.
In the Heart of the Sea, starring Chris Hemsworth, Tom Holland. Yes.
He plays Ahab?
He plays Owen Chase, the first mate.
Oh, okay. Well, then he's... All right, then I don't know any personification of Ahab. But I would want to say... Oh, Ahab is missing a leg. Hook is missing a hand. At least in a fist fight, I would put it on Hook.
If we go into kickboxing, though...
Still Hook. Because all you gotta do is poke him and he falls over. I don't know. Okay, but like the guy again, Lucius Malfoy as Captain Hook is so frightening. I would say Hook.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna argue it.
Right, but Captain Hook up against Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel wins, or Captain.
I don't know.
Yeah,
he did survive getting eaten by an alligator.
His hand didn't.
But he got he didn't get.
And isn't it a crocodile? Don't we want to? We uphold nerdy integrity. Isn't it a crocodile?
Yeah, it's the TikTok croc, isn't it?
TikTok croc. We are good at correcting
That one's
ourselves.
on me.
Yes,
that one is on me.
It is indeed. What others? Can we do the misters, or do we only have like 2 or 3 misters? Mr. Incredible versus Mr. Fantastic. That's basically him versus his wife. Because Elastigirl is basically just Mr. Fantastic.
And we've seen that before.
And she,
right?
He was holding back, but she definitely kicked his butt.
Yeah, I agree.
Now when he's going all crazy ape shit though, I don't know. Because in Invincible, we saw what happens when a stretchy person goes up against a super strong person when they're not holding back. Yes, exactly.
There's more misters though.
What other misters do we have?
There are.
I'm going to look it up again. Super Misters. Mr. Clean.
Oh, yeah, there's one.
Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi's a good one. Mr. Pibb? That's a drink.
There's Mr. Miracle.
Okay.
He's a DC Comics character. I think he's from Apocalypse.
Oh.
Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Incredible, Mr.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean is gonna beat everybody.
Mr. Oh God, they're all rushing to me.
Mr. Mixapict, that weird guy from the other universe who's always messing with Superman. He's a Mister. There's Mr. Fix-It, who's Joe Fix-It, who's also the Hulk. Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Rogers.
Oh, Mr. Rogers wins. He wins.
Mr.
Sinister from the X-Men. Mr. Twister.
Mister's like a very 80s thing, right?
It is. Mr. Element. Oh, Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze, that's a really good one.
Oh, Mr. Hyde. We talked about Dr. Jekyll. We forgot about Mr. Hyde. Yeah. Mr. Hyde he wouldn't do too bad. Mr. Immortal.
T?
Mr. Bones. Who's Mr. Bones? There's a Mr. Adam apparently. Captain Adam, Mr. Adam, Mr. Negative, Mr. X. These are all villains.
What about Miss or Mrs.?
Oh, Miss. I don't know.
I know Miss Appear. You don't know Miss Appear.
There's a Miss Marvel. There's 2 Miss Marvels.
Yes, there is Miss Marvel.
There's probably more than 2 Miss Marvels, but there's several Miss
Mrs.
Marvels.
Incredible? Are we counting that?
I don't know. That seemed like an honorary title. She's Elastigirl.
She's Elastigirl, and that's how it should be.
Yes, exactly. Like, it's cool that Edna, that someone pointed this out online. The Incredibles suits logo is actually a combination of Elastigirl's logo and Mr. Incredible's logo.
Mm-hmm.
So if she is Mrs. Incredible, he's Mr. Elastic Man.
Mr. Elastigirl.
They are Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl. Miss Marvel is the only thing popping up for me at the moment.
Yeah, I've only got Miss Appear.
I don't know who Miss Appear is.
Miss Appear.
They call one guy in the Incredibles calls Violet Little Miss Disappear, which is a cool little. I don't. It's never going to be her name, but.
So there was a SpongeBob special where they all get superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
And Sandy can turn invisible.
Miss Martian. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Disappear. Miss Martian.
Miss Martian, I think so far is winning.
Yep.
Though Miss Marvel's pretty dope. Miss Martian. Oh, there's Miss America. It's the DC Comics character from a long time ago.
There are all of the Miss Americas from the years of pageantry.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them a very comfortable pass so that they don't get killed by all of our superheroes.
But what if we count all of the misses in pageants as one entity?
Oh, like the power of that many people.
Yeah.
The Miss America. Ooh.
The Miss everything.
The Miss Universe.
The Miss Universe line, yeah.
All right. There's a Miss Victory, which I think is that sounds too much like a pun. I think it definitely goes to Miss Martian though. She's just a powerhouse.
Yeah, agreed. Okay. One last thing. It's going to be our broadest category. But I want to cover this too.
Okay.
Since we're in this is like a very like who would win kind of a episode.
All right, I'm ready.
A lot of this has been devoted to that kind of thing. But people or creatures who are intelligent animals.
That's everything ever.
That's a lot, right?
Right.
But we're talking on a power scale.
Okay.
So who would win in a fight? You know, no holds barred, all of them against each other. We got like Sonic, we got Rocket Raccoon,
so
we got Mickey Mouse.
Anthropomorphic?
Yes, we'll stay. At least have been depicted as anthropomorphic. So like there are some drawings of Rocket where he's just a fucking raccoon that can't stand on.
If I could use this as an example to see where you're coming from.
Yes. We
could include the Robin Hood fox and Nick Wilde fox from Zootopia, but not the fox from The Fox and the Hound.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So
yeah.
So a lot of the
animals that wear clothes and can speak.
Okay.
Yes.
So not
can speak to other beings, not like the Fox and the Hound. They can talk because they're animals and it's cute, but they can't talk to humans.
Okay, but what about Tantor and Turk, who don't speak English but can speak to Tarzan, who then the rest of the humans learn to communicate with them?
But they don't wear clothes. That's where that stipulation comes in.
So we gotta have clothes.
Yep.
Creature, animal, things with powers. Okay, well, my first go-to is Adam Ant.
Okay.
From a long time ago. I gotta think. There's Hong Kong Phooey. What about Underdog?
Hong Kong Phooey's good. Underdog's... Can he speak to people?
Yes, he can. But in the cartoon, he stands up on 2 feet. In the movie, he's just a beagle. He can speak, though. And he does wear a sweater.
Yeah, that counts.
Underdog. What Crypto can't talk.
Crypto can't talk.
And he does not wear clothes. Tigger's pretty powerful, but he's a stuffed animal.
Where does Scooby sit in on this?
Scooby-Doo?
I know he doesn't wear like clothes.
I don't know.
It's canon that he can talk, right?
It is, and people go back and forth between addressing it and being okay with it, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo. He does wear clothes on and off. I don't know why we're even talking about this. You know who wins?
Who's that?
Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny.
Absolutely.
Bugs Bunny can't be touched by anybody. The only one that might be compared to Bugs Bunny is the Roadrunner, honestly.
You know what's interesting to think about?
What?
Roadrunner doesn't wear clothes.
That's fair.
Bugs Bunny.
He also doesn't talk. Sorry, go on.
That too. everything that happens in all of the Looney Tunes Bugs Bunny things, that's what would happen if you tried to fight somebody who had the reality stone. Because
Yeah,
all of the show is him warping reality to whatever he needs at the time,
pretty much. Yeah,
which is super cool.
it is. That's a good way to look at it. That's a good portrayal of what you could do warping reality.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay.
It's very much the only reason he can't be defeated is because you're fighting in his story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
But
he has control over everything essentially. But
But at the same time, we do see him get like maybe not defeated, but definitely beat a time or two in things like Space Jam,
right?
And
you could make the argument. A lot of the shows he's going up against idiots. I don't know how well he'd do against Rocket Raccoon.
Right.
Who took down like that almost an entire squadron of Ravagers by himself.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
And there's something to be said about the like cacophony of characters in the Sonic world.
Yes, Sonic.
There are some super strong ones there.
True.
And they all wear shoes.
That counts. We're counting Bugs' gloves.
Yep.
Let's see. There's the
little
mouse
in this
and Dumbo.
Yeah, in this Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket, yes.
Where do Mickey and Donald sit?
I don't think anywhere.
And Goofy.
I don't think anywhere because while they are probably, if we were to put all of these guys, all these characters into a category and then slap a label on it, they'd probably be the label because they are the easiest go-to ideas of our, maybe next to Bugs Bunny, but like they don't have. Goofy has like the power of luck, but he also it only really connects to his ability to survive. He fails.
Yes.
He fails at everything.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So like he has a similar version to what Wile E. Coyote has, except it's more whimsical. So I would not. And Mickey,
it's like the opposite of Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, and Mickey and Donald, they're just. Mickey is in an he has a similar he has basic cartoon abilities, I'd argue. Bugs is on another level with how much he manipulates the entire situation.
Think about Fantasia, though.
Okay, what were we saying? He's always got the hat? Because that's not his hat.
That's not his hat, but...
He's the sorcerer's apprentice, but he does not get to keep that hat.
We'll say... we could have Sorcerer Mickey as a...
Okay, we're gonna... We could pick specifics.
The Star Fox!
Star Fox?
Game line.
I don't know anything about Star Fox, you're gonna have to tell me.
They're all pilots, but it's not really that impressive. But I forgot that they're like super anthropomorphic animals that are like, they all got guns and shit.
All right, well that also then would include Crash Bandicoot, who I played a little bit of. I don't know what he is, but...
Fox? He's a bandicoot. Wait.
I don't know what a bandicoot is. He doesn't have a tail.
Bandicoots are animals.
What are they?
A group of more than 20 species of small to medium-sized terrestrial marsupial omnivores in the order Paramelomorphia.
I feel like I really should have known that, but I didn't.
They're endemic to Australia, New Guinea region, including the Bismarck Archipelago, and marginally in Indonesia.
Let's see, we could also...
So it's like a collection of marsupials.
Okay, cool. So we got Crash Bandicoot, Star Fox. We also could include the moose from If You Give a Moose a Muffin, because at one point he puts on a sweater.
Yeah.
But you can't...
no, it has to be like part of their main design. It can't just be like a...
Oh, I can't...
Put on clothes at some point.
Okay, fair enough.
Because, I mean, like, if we do that, then, you know, Pikachu wore a hat once. Like...
That's true. But Pikachu can't speak English.
Detective Pikachu.
Not really.
Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu could only talk to the one guy. That was a connection between father and son. Doesn't count.
In the in the game too.
Doesn't count.
I guess.
Because I was thinking, other than the clothes thing, I think you could make an argument for Remy, but he doesn't speak at all. But he can speak to Linguini because he understands English, but he can't speak.
I kind of...
Let's see. I feel like I'm thinking there's another one like Sorcerer Mickey. There's a lot of animal characters in Chaotic, but we're not going to get into that.
Yeah. The stipulation of wearing clothes is kind of a bit... Because there's like Sabrina's cat, but doesn't wear clothes.
I'm trying to think of more Disney examples. Because
Mushu
doesn't wear clothes.
Right.
But the mouse from Dumbo does. Jiminy Cricket does.
Yep.
And they're both very influential little turds.
Yeah, but they don't
have any powers.
do anything. Yeah.
There's Judy Hopps, of course.
Right.
Nick Wilde, Chief Bogo. He's kind of a big old powerhouse.
Yeah.
And all the characters from the Robin Hood movie. The frogs from Meet the Robinsons. They wear clothes and they can talk.
Oh yes, they do.
Frankie. I love Frankie. I could listen to him all day. Okay, what about the Muppets? Does Miss Piggy count?
No. Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope. Those are Muppets. They're not animals.
All right, fair enough.
We've talked about that. When an animal goes through the transition of becoming a Muppet, they are no longer
Right.
an animal. They are just Muppet.
Right. Okay. What about Cusco?
Spider-Ham.
I think Spider-Ham definitely counts. But what about Cusco?
Cusco.
Oh, he doesn't wear clothes.
Yeah.
But he did.
He doesn't wear clothes.
But he doesn't.
Not as a llama.
Not as a llama. There's Winnie the Pooh.
There is Winnie the
Or is that
Pooh,
the same rules as Muppets? He's a stuffed animal.
They're like half Muppified.
They're half Muppified. But then there are real ones, but the real ones don't wear clothes. Owl, rabbit, gopher, they don't
Owl
wear...
wears glasses, right?
I don't think so. If he does, it's like a on and off thing.
He totally does.
I don't think he does. I can think of examples of Owl where he's not wearing glasses for sure.
No, he totally doesn't.
I don't think he does.
He totally is not wearing... But there he is. It's a like... When he's reading, he has reading glasses. That doesn't count.
I don't think that counts.
No.
What about Throg? Who is
Throg?
in an alternate universe where the Avengers are all animals.
No.
Throg is Thor as a frog with a cape and a shirt and a hat. I think it counts, according to your rules.
I mean, if we do that, then like every character has a furry persona somewhere on the internet.
Goodness gracious. We could think in canon. Like in industry in canon. Like, sure, you could draw Iron Man as a squirrel and put him in a suit, but like that doesn't exist in any story. Though there was that episode of Justice League Unlimited where Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman were all turned into gorillas.
Beast Boy.
But he doesn't wear clothes and sometimes he can't speak English.
But he speaks English and wears clothes.
But it changes.
Right, but he does. He checks the boxes of being an animal, wearing clothes, speaking English. Does that matter? We have not said that mattered.
I think you got to get into almost the fourth dimension for that to count, because those rules all apply at different stages in time. Because we're going off that, then Cusco definitely counts.
Then Cusco counts. I agree.
Now, no, he wasn't wearing anything. Okay, I was trying to think of a way to include Mushu. Crap, I don't even. There's so many of them. I don't know.
That doesn't count.
I don't know who would win.
We already did say, like if Pikachu wore a hat once,
right?
That doesn't count. So
see, I would count the hat just even the once, but there's no speaking. I don't count that speaking example. But see that now.
No, he did speak at some point.
But telepathically to someone else.
Nope. In the movie.
But it was telepathically.
Not in Detective Pikachu.
Yes, it was, because no one else could hear him.
Bro, I'm talking about a different movie.
What movie? Okay, well, see, you keep saying the movie, and all I can think of is the movie Detective Pikachu. But I didn't know there was another movie.
Pokemon I Choose You. Pikachu talks to Ash at the end.
That's weird.
Plus, there's Meowth, who talks.
Does he ever
which
wear
means
anything?
Pokemon can. No, not. I mean, yeah, he wears costumes.
Okay, so we could include Meowth.
No, that's a dumb rule. No, it has to be a part of the original design.
Fine.
Yes.
Fine. It has to be a part of the original design. But now we're getting into so many of them. I think the only ones that have any powers have been Adam Ant, Sonic, Sorcerer's Apprentice, Mickey, Bugs.
Yep. Bugs.
Whatever, Star Fox, maybe Crash.
Nah, I don't think that they would have any.
No, okay. So then, who else in that instance? I know we're probably forgetting many. If we had a massive fan base, we'd have all kinds of comments this time around.
Right. Yeah, I think it's fair to say, like, from the Sonic universe, my favorite character there is the one that I would pick out of that group, which is Silver the Hedgehog, who has telekinesis and can fly and shit, as well as being a super fast
hedgehog. So Silver instead of Sonic.
I still think bugs though, as long as they're like fighting on his turf, which it seems like
Everything can be
everything is his turf. Yeah.
Are there any animals with a Green Lantern ring though?
I
Like
don't
if
know.
we have, I forgot to include Spider Ham in our main roster of fighters.
Yeah.
Are there any animals that wore the Green Lantern ring? Because I'm sure there are aliens that look like animals, but like, is there
That's
anything that's
yeah. That's
very? Is it? Wait! Oh crap! Isn't there a cat who has a red ring?
uh. Does I guess that counts as wearing
It
something,
does,
and
but I don't know if they can speak.
I don't know if they can speak. Let's assume yes.
Oh, there's also Cosmo the
There's a
Space Dog.
Tarzan and Jane show on Netflix.
Like the old animated cartoon.
No, like produced in 2018. 3D animation.
What? Oh wait, I might have seen a trailer for this. I don't like it.
I don't either. Anyway, sorry. What were we even talking about?
Red Lantern cat. There is a Red Lantern. Dex Star, who is a Red Lantern.
Can he speak? I still think it's bugs.
Red Lanterns are pretty dope. Once as a
Yeah,
kitten
but
in a litter of 5, Dexter was abandoned and at later adopted from the Brooklyn Animal Shelter. His new owner loved Dexter because he's always there to keep her company. She even said that Dexter made her life a lot better and he would say the same thing to her if he could speak.
Oh.
I don't know.
Can he eventually? That
I'm
sounds like
looking.
it's setting up.
I'm looking. Powers and abilities: rage, energy
Okay.
construction, intimidation, claws.
Yeah,
Um,
that sounds like most cats, though.
Yeah. Ew, what the hell? He's described as the most sadistic and malicious of the Red Lanterns. Of course, he's a cat. I gotta look it up. Can he speak?
I'm seeing a bunch of comic panels and no speech bubbles outside of purrs.
You gotta take an oath though to be a lantern.
I mean, but in his language of cat.
Can Dex Star?
Oh, I see.
Can Dex
There's
Star
one.
talk?
Yes, check
Dex
that.
Star doesn't speak in a normal sense. One of the major functions of the Lantern Ring is to translate from one language to another. Ooh, but that gets into the whole thing.
Nah, that doesn't count.
No, it doesn't
Nope.
count?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, then I think it comes down to bugs.
I think it's bugs.
So it's bugs for the animals.
Yep.
I think.
Captain Marvel for the captains.
The Marvel Captain Marvel?
Yep.
Marvel Captain Marvel. And
Dr. Manhattan.
Dr. Manhattan. Cool.
And we talked about the Mr. Incredible versus Mr. Rogers wins the Misters.
Mr. Rogers definitely wins the Misters. Of the misses, I think it goes back to Miss Marvel. Or no, it was Miss Martian. Miss Martian.
Miss Martian. We did forget about Miss Piggy during that discussion.
Yeah, sorry, no.
Miss
Martian.
Still absolutely agree that it's Miss Martian.
Miss Martian for sure. I think that's a good place to end for this week, though.
Yeah, that was good. Man,
I
one
enjoyed
topic
these.
for the whole.
Pretty much, we stayed within
thing.
the superhero thing.
Oof.
I had another question related to superheroes, but I'm gonna save it
Yeah, that's next
because
week.
it kind of gets into some conspiracy theory stuff.
Ooh, I'm into those.
Oh yeah, so tune in next week, same bat time, same bat channel. It's not at all related to Batman, but you know, it's a classic callback, and it's still relevant.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we're still working on the structure for those beginning and end parts.
Yeah.
We've got all of our socials tagged.
Oh, right. Yes, socials tagged below.
We're still working on that. I'm getting into a schedule. We're a team of 2.
Yeah, we're a team of individuals, though.
So Drew has offered to run the Twitter because I don't know anything about Twitter.
Yes.
We do now have our official Twitter.
Yes.
But we also have a TikTok and an Instagram, which I am working on posting things to. So you can look at the Andrew and Drew podcast on Twitter and on Instagram and on TikTok. But you can also reach out to us on our personals, which we are more active on, of course, because we're still new to all this.
Well, Andrew's personal.
My personal.
I don't really have anything.
He doesn't have anything. I'm active on my TikTok and my Instagram, Spooks Doodles. I think one of them has a 2020. They're all linked. And
they'll all be linked.
I've been talking about it the whole time. We're now like a month and a half in. I'm still working on getting a movie channel up podcast wise.
Someday.
And yeah, I'm working on it. Baby steps. And Drew has
One
his
day.
Dallin's Tavern channel.
Mm-hmm.
So cool
for D&D styled content.
Indeed. And yeah. And of course, eventually we'll have a cool official Patreon thing up. But if anyone listens and has ideas for topics and stuff, put it in the comments. We'll gladly
tweet
read
at
them.
us, Instagram.
It's dope.
However,
we're doing this for fun, but we'd love to have some cool followers here and there that we interact with. It'd be fun. Yeah, so
check us out.
Yeah, we're working on stuff. We got things coming. We're fun.
Right.
But yeah, and again, if anyone who works for Wendy's is listening, we can talk. We're down.
Wendy's, or who else did we?
Dr.
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can guarantee right now, as of recording this, that anybody who listens to this in the first week, we can make them buy a Dr. Pepper.
Oh, probably.
I can guarantee that to you.
We're persuasive, cool people. Though, if I had to pick root beer companies, you could text me.
Barks, reach out. Yes. IBC, my boys.
Honestly, if A&W is still a thing, that'd probably work because it's got the whole
oh yeah, they're totally.
I always loved A&W root beer because it was like the beginning and last.
We're getting into another topic.
All right. Anyway, everyone have a great week. Comment, talk to us, give us topics. We love it. And yeah,
yes.
I've been Mr. Captain Martian, and
right. And until next time, I'm Dexter, the murderer of the cat, and we will see you.
I tried to
next week.
I tried to mix a couple of them. You just described the cat.
Yeah, but like the Dexter show, he murders murderers, right? That's a thing. That's what when you think of Dexter.
I've never seen it.
I'm Dexter the cat with a sister named Dee Dee. Combine all the Dexters.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know Dexters?
No, I don't know the Dexters. Now
There's Dexter. Bye guys.